There we go.
Perfect. So Luke probably isn't going to be here tonight because he had a volleyball game, which I'm very interested to hear how it went, his first volleyball game. But anyway, besides that, we'll just get started. So, call to order. Please note that this meeting is being recorded in accordance with MCL Chapter 3820. I must inquire whether anyone is taping this meeting and to please make their presence known.
I guess George, you didn't recording for the reason for taking minutes.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll just do a quick roll call. So say your name and here, when I say your name and here. I also realized that there's no order to this list, so keep that in mind. But Alex Arbogiev.
Here.
Eric Arbogiev.
Here.
Cam Levesque.
Here.
Connor O'Reilly.
Connor O'Reilly here.
Lake O'Reilly.
Lake O'Reilly here.
Flynn Cajun.
Flynn Cajun here.
Izzy Rudy, I'm here. Jaden Jeffries.
I'm here.
Luke Andre Sater is not here. Maddie Boyle.
Here.
Mary Steinhilber. Oh, she can't come tonight, I'm pretty sure. Michaela Stamfel.
Here.
Piper Hunt.
Wasn't
Not here.
sorry.
Yeah. Megan Garthy.
Here.
Shalonda Grant.
Sure.
Okay, perfect.
And we welcome
So-
Sophie. Sophie's here as well.
Hi, Sophie. So does anyone want to make a motion to act on the minutes of March 14th?
Flynn Cajun makes a motion to act on the minutes of March 14th, 2023.
Lake O'Reilly seconds.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just go down the names again and say yes if you want to approve the minutes. Alex Arbogiev. Alex.
Alex,
Yes. Sorry. My
No worries.
No worries.
Don't apologize.
Eric Arbogiev.
My Wi-Fi just went out too. What are we?
No
Just
worries. We're
approving the
just
minutes.
approving the minutes.
Oh, Eric Arbogiev, yes.
Perfect. Cam Levesque.
Cam Levesque, yes.
Connor O'Reilly.
Yes.
Lake O'Reilly.
Lake O'Reilly, yes.
Flynn Cajun.
Flynn Cajun, yes.
Izzy Rudy, yes. Jaden Jeffries.
Jaden Jeffries, yep.
Maddie Boyle.
Maddie Boyle, yes.
Michaela Stamfel.
Michaela Stamfel, yes.
Megan Garthy.
Megan Garthy, yes.
Shalonda Grant.
Shalonda Grant, yes.
Okay, perfect. Unanimous. The minutes are approved. So, from there, is there any public comment?
I don't see anyone waiting in the room, so I think we're good to go.
I'm just waiting for the day that we do have just a random public comment. I'm excited. If anyone knows anyone that wants to come and make a public comment, we'd love to have them. Anyway, okay, subcommittees. So I couldn't be at the PFAS event because I was doing something else on Saturday, but does someone who was there, I don't know who was there. So if
That was
anyone
just
wants
me.
to.
I'm the only one who's here that was there. It was
Oh,
just me
okay.
and Luke.
So, oh, interesting. Okay, so go ahead. Do you want to? It looked like a good turnout, so that's really good.
Oh my God, it was amazing. We had like 100 people there.
Oh wow.
It was like the full house. Like they had great food. But the presentations were good. There were a couple times it got a lot of heated in there. There was a lot of controversy
Yeah.
going on. You know, there was a guy that works the water plant, that used to work the water plant, that helped remove the PFAS from the water here in Hyannis, or in some water department. I wasn't sure if it was Hyannis or not. And he was grilling Julian Sear about who's going to help take care of these guys who are experiencing health problems from removing PFAS from the water. And he was very upset. He wouldn't let Sear answer, and he stormed off, and he was very mad. And then there was another guy that was there that got under Dan Santos' skin there, who asked a question to answer the question. Dan's like, what was the point of asking the question if you were going to answer it anyway? And that was, for a moment, a little contentious. But other than that, I mean, it was a phenomenal event. I couldn't believe I was really surprised how many people showed up. I was nervous
Me
going that day.
too.
I was nervous going that day thinking there'd be like maybe 15, 20 people there,
Yeah.
all like family and friends, but it was incredible. And it was people from other towns looking for information about PFAS. There were people from other villages in Barnstable asking about like how their water filters are being handled and what's going on there, and they're looking for advice on that. It was a really cool event. It looked really good for like everyone involved there. And I know the Silent Springs people, they got a few people out of it. They didn't get a ton
Yeah.
because there were a lot of people from other towns, but they were very happy with the information. They expressed interest in working with us again next year on some project. It won't be obviously the PFAS one because that's done in a few months, but they want to do something with us again in the fall.
Well, it's good to
Also-
know that people are so interested in something like that, because that makes it so that we can kind of like adjust every
Yeah.
year, like a different kind of like environmental water quality kind of event.
And also there was a guy there from the Lewis Bay Research Center that does research projects involving sea life and things like that on Lewis Bay. And he expressed interest in working with us as well. So there's definitely some interesting opportunities that came from this event.
Cool.
I just had one question. How many people, like, do you know what their total is right now for the people they have from Barnstable?
I'm sorry, I really don't. That'd be a great question. We are gonna try to schedule like a follow-up meeting with Lake about the
Okay.
event and stuff like that. So definitely ask that question there. So we'll just hold on to that one. That's a great question.
Okay.
Well, I was really happy. I mean, I just saw the photo, obviously, and I was honestly surprised by the turnout as well. So
Shocked.
that's really great.
So
Yeah.
Flynn's got her hand up.
Go ahead.
I believe that I think his name's Keith Lewison. He's a teacher at my school.
Yeah. he was there.
Yeah, so I'm part of CSO, which is like community service organization at my school, and he was talking about it, and I actually had no idea that he was going, and he brought it up in CSO because we have a green initiative, which is sort of like environmental stuff. It's just like recycling, but he was talking about it and then kind of like brought up if kids were interested in the youth commission from CCA, because apparently he was under the impression nobody was in it. And I was like, I like told him that I was in it, and he was like, oh my god, that's so cool. So, but he said that it went really well, and he really enjoyed speaking at it too.
Yeah. It was a great event because there were a lot of point of views there. There was a lot of discussion. I think this is a problem in the PFAS stuff. I don't think a lot of people truly understand it, to be honest with you. And I still think that's the case even after this. I think there's so many people out there that don't have a clue about what's going on with their drinking water and what's going on in their town. And like, I actually think if we did, my suggestion, if we do this event again or an event like this again, is not to even do the movies and literally have just a panel discussion. You know, there were a lot of people whose questions didn't get answered at that event. So like, if it was just Mark Ells, Dan Santos, Mr. Lewison, Dr. Shader, and those people on a panel, and literally and Senator Sear or State Rep Sear, sorry, I always do that. And just answering these questions for people, I think it'd be a great event too. But I mean, the Silent Spring people did a great job. Luke did a great job. The Green Club people did an amazing job. Lauren and Peter were awesome.
That's great.
There was another girl, Laura, what was her name? That was in the Green Club. She was great
maybe
too.
Lauren, yeah.
Yeah, Lauren or something like that. So, but yeah, it was an awesome event. It was really cool.
That's really good. So anyway, so I feel like that can definitely be like an annual thing if it's not just about PFAS, but like something in the community that's relating to the environment. I think I think if it impacts people directly like that and they have questions about it, people are always more likely to show up. And I honestly think the fact that it's kind of contentious makes people show up more because they have questions
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a question. What was you said there was another group that was interested in working with us too, that was there?
it was a real brief conversation. This guy was bending Luke's ear for about 15 minutes, and I went over to kind of save Luke, because other people were trying to get the event going.
Yeah,
And it was a gentleman who runs the Lewis Bay Research Center.
okay.
And he does some shellfish studies. He does water quality in Lewis Bay. He does studies of sea life in the bay and stuff like that. And so he had mentioned that, oh yeah, he goes, we'll reach out and chat at some point. Maybe there's something we can do together.
Yeah, okay. So I can write that down and kind of keep that in mind for next year
Luke
too and
has
stuff.
the guy's card.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay, so Luke has the card.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
no problem.
Well, good job to everyone who planned that. I think we did a really good job as a commission on the planning of the event. I thought it sounds like it went really well. I'm sorry I couldn't have been there. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I will say that that's the one last thing I'll say about it is you guys got a lot of good press on that because Mark Ellis was singing your praises. Kippy was there singing your praises. Representative Sear, who's really never really been involved with us at all, was singing your praises. Like multiple parents went up to Luke at the end and like, you should be very proud of you guys. Went up to all those guys and said, you guys should be very proud of yourselves and what you accomplished here today and having all these people come in. So it was as great an event it was just as good of a PR event for you guys too.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Any more comments on that or anything that people, I mean, none of the other people sound like they were there, so maybe there's no other comments, but
Yeah.
okay. Well, we'll move on from that. One Love. Confirm dates. So I sent out a sheet where people can sign up for the dates. I'm gonna have one list for everyone that's facilitated in One Love, or student facilitators. So please sign up on that sheet if you can go on that day. Obviously, Barnstable, as many people as can come would be great. Falmouth and St. John Paul, we probably won't need every single person who signs up, but the more the merrier. So please be looking at that, and also be aware of the date change. Barnstable changed from, it's no longer April 5th, it's now April 12th in the morning. So make sure you take note of that because for the past few months it's been April 5th, but now it's April 12th. Okay. St. John Paul is April 11th. And I know Falmouth Academy is outside of Barnstable, but if you want to help with it, feel free to sign up. April 27th. I'm just doing it all in one document for streamlining purposes. So don't feel like you have to do the Falmouth Academy, but again, the more the merrier. So that's kind of that going on. We're trying to get Sturgis set. And as for adult facilitators, I might have a few Sturgis teachers that might want to get trained. So if we still need more adult facilitators, I can maybe have that happen.
So right now we have, I think there's like 5 people here from the rec who are confirmed coming with a couple more that haven't confirmed yet. That once I'm done my conference on Thursday, I'll reach out to them. We have the 5 police officers from BPD, the school resource officers, and a couple more. We have Jessica J from Barnstable Police, is the domestic violence coordinator, that she's done it for the last few years. She's coming. And Katie Green, who was Katie Burnell back in the day, the DA's office, is getting us some facilitators as well, including the district attorney, Rob Gal, how do you say his last name?
Oh.
So he'll be there as well. So I think we're in good shape for adult facilitators. Okay. I just don't have exact names yet.
So I'm not going to have a date for Sturgis. I mean, I'm trying to get one, but no one's being receptive. There were some Sturgis teachers at the event that I was on Saturday that were like, okay, we'll help you push it, basically. Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's good. So we'll see. But that probably, based on the timing, isn't going to be until the end of May, which I know gets, tricky for people, but Sturgis will be generally small. So I think even if we just have the Sturgis kids do it, we'll have enough people and whoever else wants to come. But again, I won't have those dates for a minute, but I'll put them on this document when I can. But if you haven't signed up, you need to go put your name under the whatever dates you can do. Because otherwise I'm not going to know that you're coming to it. What else? So
Could you-
confirm date.
Because I'm going through my phone, it's just not working. So
No worries. Was that Cam?
yeah.
Okay, Cam, I can put your name down if you want. Can you do April 11th and April 12th?
I cannot do April 11th, but 12th I can do.
Okay, sounds good. I'll put your name down.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. So that's that. Anything else? Adults for Breakground subcommittee meeting. And we have a subcommittee meeting tomorrow or Thursday. Tomorrow at 6:30. For a subcommittee meeting about that. I think just logistics for all of those things. It'll be pretty brief.
I never heard back from you guys, so I never scheduled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Luke never agreed to it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. We don't have
So,
it.
yeah.
I thought he said, do you want to change it to Wednesday? Because
Yeah,
I didn't have it.
Oh, I missed that text then.
I'm sorry. I didn't have it in my calendar for some reason, so he said change it to Wednesday. I was like, oh, sure, okay. But
Okay. Yeah, I must have missed that. I'm sorry.
no worries. It's not urgent because there's not a ton of logistics that necessarily need to go on for that other than me just assigning people. The biggest thing is that people sign up for the dates that they can do. That's the biggest
All
that's
right.
the biggest thing.
Well, do you want to schedule a date right now?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So what do you want to do?
Let's think.
All right. Why don't you look at your calendar when we're done with this and get back to me?
Yeah. Okay.
Same
So
with
we'll
you,
set a
Connor.
date for
Because for the youth summit, we gotta get a meeting for that too.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
now he's got a hand up.
speaking of the youth summit, Connor, do you want to give a quick update as to? I don't know if anything's changed. So
Nothing's really changed since our last meeting, so.
Okay.
Hold on, Maddie had her hand up.
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering, I saw the times on the dock for the St. John Paul one and the Falmouth Academy one. I was just wondering if we knew any times for Barnstable.
Yeah, I believe it's I think it's 8 to
10:30.
10:30 ish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whatever
Yeah,
that block
sure.
is.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly what the times were for that, so I didn't put them in. But yeah, that's a good point here. I'll write a rough estimate here.
All right. For the youth summit, I got a couple things. Connor, I looked at your schedule. Okay, it was very good. But to get everyone equal, I did kind of play with it, and I actually got everyone equal. Everyone got to do everything. Everyone has to have lunch at the same time though, at 11:15.
Okay.
So on your Google sheet, if you can, I edited it, but I don't think I'm an editor on your sheet. But if you set it up like that, where you have everyone having lunch at 11:15 on that 11:15 block, you'll be able to figure out how to do it. All right.
And I think it makes it easier if we do just the 2 presentations for each of the speakers.
Yeah.
Because if we know that we can have them all in the same room, that then makes it much easier as well. That we just have 2 rotating groups. The only issue is while one hub, there's only enough student leaders. What's it called? Peer leaders. For one hub to go at a time.
Right, but then that's why you have if you have the vendor fair, peer leaders, and then a presentation going on, you should be able to still rotate them through because you'll have 2 groups at the presentation, 1 group at the vendor fair, and 1 group with the peer leaders.
Okay. Yeah.
So then you rotate to the next presentation and then boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out, Connor. Believe me, you're pretty smart.
So
I
there's
don't care
four
what Lake says.
there's four groups that are each doing separate things, but there's two groups, one for each building. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is like two groups will always be at a presentation. So,
Mhm.
Okay.
so two groups will always be in one place, and then the other two groups will be, one will be at peer leaders and one will be at the vendor
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then the next hour, those two groups that were probably at the vendor fair and peer leaders will go to a presentation. Those two groups that were at the presentation will go to the vendor fair
Yeah.
and peer leaders, and then vice versa.
So
Yeah, that-
we need to talk to the peer leaders and anyone who wants to be at the vendor fair, because if we have the lunches booked, so that's fine. We're getting the schedule set. We have the speakers booked. The big thing is now the peer leaders and the vendor fair.
Yeah.
So
Um,
do we want
Go ahead, Connor. I'm sorry.
Luke was gonna reach out to Miss Swindler about the peer leaders, booking them. And I emailed Mr. Kaiser about the vendor fair, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet. So
Okay. All right. So what we'll do is, like you said, I'm off Cape again tomorrow for my conference. If you can work on that schedule, Connor, and then send that back out.
Yep.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna forward it off into Mr. Kaiser. I'm gonna forward it to the principal of BIS. I'm gonna forward it to Dave Badeau, who's doing the lunches. I'm gonna forward it out to a bunch of people so they can see where we're at.
Yeah.
And make sure it works for everyone, and then go from there. All right.
Mhm.
that
But
sounds good.
yeah, I would say if someone could help Luke go talk to Miss Swindler, that'd be
Yeah.
huge, because Luke is feeling a little whelmed lately because he's got a lot on his plate. So if
Yeah.
anyone sees Miss Swindler around the school and be willing to approach her, that'd be awesome.
I
If
also
you
just
guys can't, I can try to do it, but I can't do it till at least Thursday.
I just
I
wanna
should be
say
able to
there's-
talk to her at some point.
All
Sorry.
right,
Oh,
Go ahead,
no
Luke.
worries.
that's fine.
That'd be very really helpful, Lake. Yeah. So my thing is, me and Luke have like exams coming up and things like that, and I know you guys have, some of you have exams as well, but like I have mock exams next week, so I know for me it's kind of hard to talk to some of these people. So if any of you who are at Barnstable High School want to talk to some of these people, that would be great, and just try and get things squared away. Like I know I can't do subcommittee meetings next week. That's why I was kind of thinking about when I can do the One Love one. But yeah, Lake, go ahead.
Just like I was just wondering, like, what am I supposed to exactly talk to her about? Because like, is it like just peer leaders? Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Having the peer leaders available and see if they're interested in doing the youth summit again this year,
Okay. What day is it?
May 19th.
May 19th. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
And
I
how-
also finished, or me and Maddie finished organizing everything for the St. John Paul one left too, so I can help with the Barnstable and Sturgis if you guys need it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Michaela, I would suggest that you reach out to Delaney because she needs a
Okay.
lot of help, because she's planning like a few more as well.
Okay.
So if you want to help her kind of get things squared away, email people. I know she's doing a ton of stuff for that.
Okay, I will.
Okay, perfect. Anything else? I'm kind of just. That's really it. Do we want to set a date for a youth summit meeting?
Give me one, Connor. Let me know what's good for you.
Does April 13th work? That's kind of like the earliest I can do right now.
All right, April 13th. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard date, and we gotta get some work done between now and then. All right, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I would say that's kind of far out, but if we can like be communicating between then and now, then that's good with me.
The only
Okay.
problem with that is I can't. You know what? I can't do that one because I'll be in Italy.
Yeah, you'll be away. Okay. Well, could we?
I mean, you guys could always meet in person without me,
Yeah.
or I can.
I can always meet at
or if you have a Zoom account, if somebody has one of you guys has a Zoom account, you can set it up, but it only lasts like 40 minutes.
Okay.
I can always meet in person at the HYCC is another thing, because I feel like if we're doing a schedule, and sometimes it's maybe helpful to see it in person, but I can do the 13th.
Well, how about, is it possible to do it before our meeting on the 11th? Because we are meeting on the 11th of April.
I can do the 10th, the 7th.
All right. Well, figure it out. Maybe we can find a different date. All right. So
Yeah.
just kind of look around. We'll look again, and then maybe you guys, if not, just meet without me.
Okay. So we'll just get back to you about a One Love date and potentially a youth summit date for meetings. Is there anything new that has come up since the agenda was posted? Does anyone have anything?
Of course, I do. One thing. April 3rd, Connor, Jaden, Rec Commission meeting. You guys okay to do that again?
Let me look quick.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I can. I'm good.
All right.
And Izzy, this is probably a dumb question, but when or not when? Where is the doc for One Love? That's what I'm trying to say.
I can send it again. I sent it in
In the
the group
text
chat
thread.
yeah, but I'll send it again because that was kind of a while ago.
Thank you.
I have a tennis match that day, so I can't go.
Okay. Well, Jaden, you can handle it by yourself.
Yeah, it's fine. I got it.
All right. Cool.
So I'm resending the doc now. So my ask to everyone would be in contact with people who are reaching out to other people. See if people need help. If you have a free block during the day, ask someone what you can be doing. Ask Luke what you can be doing. Other than that, fill out the document for One Love, and that's about it. So if no one help,
One last thing, Blake, great job in the play. You were awesome. Play was amazing to watch. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Which day did you come?
You
came,
I
what,
was
Friday?
there Friday night.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday night.
Blake,
Thanks for
Michaela's
coming.
dad was pretty cool too, wasn't it?
I also went, I think whatever the last show was, and I remembered I was going to text you to say you were really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great show.
all right. Well, if no one else has anything to add, then does someone want to make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Glenn Cajun makes a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Jaden seconds.
All right. So let's go down the list. Just say yes if you're ready to adjourn the meeting. Alex Arbogiev,
Yes.
Eric Arbogiev,
Yes.
Cam Levesque,
Yes.
Connor O'Reilly,
Yes.
Blake O'Reilly,
Yes.
Flynn Cajun,
Yes.
Izzy Rudy, yes. Jaden Jeffries,
Yep.
Maddie Boyle,
Yes.
Mary Steinober.
Not here.
Oh yeah, sorry. Michaela Stamfel,
Yes.
Megan Garthy,
Yes.
and Shalonda Grant.
Yes.
All right, meeting adjourned.
Sophie,
Everyone
real
being
quick, I need that form back so we can get you appropriated and on the commission. All right.
Okay, I'm working on it.
All right. Awesome.
Sorry, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Bye everyone. Have a good night.
All right. Good night,
Thank
guys.
you.
How do
Take
you?
care.